Hello, I'm Adriana, trauma-informed yoga instructor and physiotherapist, and today is our third day of 7 in our Healing After Trauma, trauma-informed yoga series. Today's class is all about choice, so there will be a lot of options for today. Could be handy to have a block or a bolster, so you can grab those if you have them, or books or pillows, and your yoga mat. Let's get started. Just as in the other trauma healing classes, I will be starting this one with a quote. This quote is by Michelle Rosenthal, and she says, "Trauma creates change you don't choose. Healing is about creating change that you do choose." And so today it is all your choice. You get to decide what you want to do. You get to find the best option out of the multiple choices that I offer you. And if none of my options suit you, that's okay. You don't have to do them. And if you choose to lie on your mat the entire time, that is also okay. Making it to the mat can be the hardest part. So honor your body's trusts, honor your body's safety, and honor your body's choice today. So I invite you, if you are deciding to join me, we are going to explore different options in sitting. So the first option would be crossing your leg. A different option would be having one leg bent and one leg straight. A different option is to have both legs straight. And another option would be to have both legs straight, but having them a little bit wider. So 4 different options there. You get to choose which option you want to start with. I'll move through them all today. Starting with cross legs for myself, and just taking a couple breaths, eyes opened or closed, to notice the sensations in my body as I sit here. Notice what it feels like in the legs, in the hips, in the back. I'm choosing if I want to stay here or if I don't. Moving to straighten my right leg, keeping the left one bent, once again noticing. Noticing sensations in my body. Choosing to lean forward for more of a stretch. Choosing to come out when that stretch no longer feels comfortable. Having both legs straight in front of me, once again, choosing to lean forward. Noticing the sensations in the body, noticing if I feel safe doing them. Knowing that it is my choice how long or how short I stay here. And having the legs straight, but once again, having them a little bit wider. Choosing to lean forward here. Choosing to move side to side. If only you guys got a nickel for every time I said choose in this class. And finally, bending the right leg, keeping the left one straight. Once again, finding the option, the variation that's calling to me. Knowing that I am in complete control, I have the choice. You are more than welcome to stay sitting and move through all those options at your own pace. You can also join me in child's form. For child's form, once again, many options today. If you have a pillow or a bolster, it can be nice for this. So you can do child's form with your knees together, leaning your body back, putting your arms up on the bolster. You might decide to put the arms on the ground and rest the head on the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can rest your head on the ground. If you would prefer to have your legs wider, your knees at the edge of your mat, you can also do that. Same thing, leaning forward. Another option would be to have the arms behind you and just rest your head down with your arms down. So find the variation, the choice that works for you, and we'll rest here for a little while. Coming back out on your own time, knowing that if you wanted to come out earlier, that was an option. If you want to stay longer, that's also an option. And if you are joining me, I invite you to make your way up to standing. Moving through many different lunge variations. So the first variation, you can choose to have the back knee down on the ground. Second variation, have the back leg up. You can straighten the back knee, you can bend the back knee. And many arm variations. So arms can go down at your side. You can have cactus arms up, arms overhead. You can grip the arms above your head. So find the option that feels good for you. Choose the option that feels best. Spend a couple breaths here. And if no option feels good, do not force yourself to do anything. One more inhale and exhale wherever you are. If you have that back knee down, I invite you to bring it up and bring both your feet together, moving into chair. So with chair, you can bend your knees as much as you would like. It is your choice. Bending through the knees, bringing the body back behind you. Arms can stay down. Arms can go overhead. Arms can rest at heart center. One more breath here. On an exhale, coming back up, moving into lunge on the other side. So once again, back leg can be straight or bent. It can be up or down. Arms can be cactus, can be above your head, can be down by your side. Whatever option you chose the first time, you don't have to choose the second time. Noticing any sensations that arise, trusting in your body's intuition, your body's knowing of whether or not you want to stay in something or you don't. One more breath. And on your exhale, bringing that back leg up to standing, moving through a variety of forward fold variations. So a block, once again, or a bolster might be nice for this one. In forward fold, you could decide to place the hands on the waist and bend forward. You can decide to place your hands on a bolster or a block in front of you. If you have a block, you can place it lengthwise or the other way if you'd like a different sensation. You can also decide to rest your hands on the ground. Or you might decide to clasp opposite elbows and rest here. Many options, once again, your choice. You can always switch whatever variation you're in if you would like, if it doesn't feel good. One more breath here. And in your own time, coming down to the ground, resting on your back. Now, before we rest and end the practice, many options of things you can do on your back here. You could bring both your knees to your chest. You could bring one knee to chest. You could bring both your legs over to one side and then the other. You could keep the knees bent and the feet resting and rock side to side with the legs. You might decide to straighten the left leg and support the back of the leg with your arms and then repeat on the other side. Your choice, finding whichever movements are calling to you, whichever movements feel good for you. Having choice can be overwhelming, but it can also be empowering. Whatever things that you have decided to do on your back, that is your choice. They are all valid. And as you choose a final resting shape to do, however you would like to rest, blankets, bolsters, pillow. You could lie on your side, lie on your back, lie on your stomach. You could even sit or stand. Spending a few moments here to acknowledge that you chose everything that you wanted to do in today's practice. And that is an accomplishment. Thank you so much for joining me on day 3 of the Trauma Healing, Trauma Informed Yoga series. I look forward to seeing you in day 4. Thank you.